Hi, I'm Carmen, and this is a miscellaneous vegan where I share a lot of R&R recipes and reviews. And today, as you can see, we're going to be making this Irish sea moss that I purchased from Dr. Bobby Price. I did do his 30-day summer fine time detox, and I will talk about that in my next video. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you like and subscribe for recipes and reviews in New York City and around the world. But right now, we're going to do the sea moss. So as you can see, you're going to need a bigger strainer than the one that I have here, because the container, the contents of this container comes with a lot of sea moss. So you just want to have the space, because as you saw in the directions, the first thing you want to do is rinse it off. And I needed space. So make sure you have a large enough strainer so that you can wash it. So we're just going to crumble it up a little bit, and then we're going to head over to the sink to rinse. As you can see, I am watering my plants, and I will talk about that in my next video, because I do have to repot a lot of my plants in the house because I wasn't really taking care of them. But moving on, we're going to begin rinsing the sea moss, and you just want to rinse as much as you can. It's going to smell like the ocean, I promise you. Like,
that's the sea moss.
This is sea moss? Why it smell like that?
Smell like the sea, right?
Smell like they took it straight from the ocean, just put it in a bag.
I think that's exactly what they did. Ooh, but it's strong.
Might be a couple of sardines in the middle of that. I don't know. Go check. You sure you get no sardines?
Gotta rinse this out.
just want to rinse it as best as you can. Take a few minutes, maybe 2 to 3 minutes, to rinse as much as you can. As I was rinsing, I did not find any rocks, as I saw in the review that some people did find rocks, which is like awesome, because you know it's coming straight from the sea. But you're gonna know once you open this package that it's fresh and real sea moss, nothing artificial. Once I was done rinsing, I just noticed that there's going to be some residue. So that's after me rinsing and repeating. So once I was done, and this is what it looked like. It was hydrated, and it's clean. Not completely though, because now we have to soak it overnight. So you do want to use spring water. That is what the instructions say in the back of the package, is natural spring water. And the natural spring water that I use is the Mountain Valley. That's what I use to drink, but it's mineral spring water. But I didn't want to use this Mountain Valley because when you rinse this, soak it overnight, you're gonna throw out that water. You're not using that same water to blend this sea moss. So I used this water because it's alkaline. It does come in plastic, which is unfortunate, but out of all the spring water, this is better than Poland Spring or whatever else that you're using. So I decided to use this water to soak my sea moss. And because I didn't have my tripod, I had to try to maneuver so I can let you guys see that I'm using this water to soak it. And you please use spring water. Don't use tap water. Like, if you don't have it filtered, then you shouldn't be using it. So that's it. You're just going to soak it overnight, as it says, for 12 to 24 hours. I soaked it overnight, which was more than 24 hours. And then you'll see what we'll do next. So let's move on to the next part. So the next day, you just want to rinse this off again. So you're going to pour out, strain this water, and then you're going to rinse it again. And I rinsed it until the water was clear. So I just kept rinsing, and emptying out the bottom container because it's getting filled with water because the strainer is sitting on top of it. But I continued to rinse probably for another 2 to 3 minutes, maybe more, until the water ran clear like that. So let's move on to the next part, which is blending. So I have the Ninja, and the entire batch of sea moss was able to fit into the blender. And the spring water that I will be using is the Mountain Valley, as I mentioned, because this is going to be blended. This is something I'm going to be using in my smoothies. So you want something that's high quality, and the Mountain Valley spring water is the best spring water in my opinion. So I will measure out 1 cup of spring water, and I honestly didn't think that that was going to be enough water to blend all of this sea moss, but it actually does, as you will see. There it is. The sea moss is complete, and you want to store it in a glass container, and more than likely it would be a mason jar, and the entire packet fits in this 32-ounce mason jar. And haven't used it yet. I will come back with a review. This was just making the sea moss. So if you guys have ever made sea moss, please let me know, comment down below, and share this video with family and friends. And always remember, sweeties, be real, not perfect. Bye.